this weekend news. Anybody want to share that? Kabir, go for it.
We had a... Oh, Kabir.
Yeah, Kabir?
Are we going to basketball?
No.
She's cool.
Go for
You
it,
can't
Kabir.
laugh.
Go for
You
it.
can't laugh if you're talking about a school shooting.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Kabir, why would you
who said
laugh?
anything about a school shooting, Todd?
You went like that.
I didn't do that.
It
That
seemed
was him.
like that.
Go like what? There's no video. They don't know what's happening. Anyways, yes, there
Yeah.
was in fact a school shooting this week.
Very tragic.
Moment of silence?
I mean...
Weird.
No, moment of silence. Okay. Should we say the pledge also before we start the podcast?
No.
Granted, give us a
pledge.
Bible verse. John 3:16.
All right, 420. Okay, I'll stop.
Anyways, does someone want to share what happened at this?
And everyone knows that happened.
That's not the point. Okay.
So, like the debate,
We had,
of course,
Well-
recurring is: should we have or should we not have guns?
Before you
Gun
do
control.
that, I like
Control.
people. This is like an argument people kind of bring up, which is, if you just think about it for a second, I think there's like some flaws in it. But people are like, when you use like these kind of tragedies, like large acts of violence, to promote your ideas, like, oh, we shouldn't have guns, or oh, we should have guns, you know?
Yeah.
When you use that to support your idea, then isn't that the same thing as terrorism?
No.
No,
What?
not at all.
No, I know. No, I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying.
I know. I get
I know
that.
what
But
you mean.
It's not-
comparing
it's-
that to terrorism.
I know, no, no.
is
They're-
weird.
I-
They're
didn't-
not. They're not making
Yeah.
it happen.
It's
at
not
all.
it's not their intent to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, what
their
is-
intent is
Did-
to
did
find a
someone say that?
resolution to this
No, I've
problem.
seen people like that's
All right, that's the dumbest.
That's
thing
like-
I've ever heard. That's like so dumb.
Okay, well, it's not terrorism.
okay. So we can use. Well, then, like, what else would you
Yeah,
use?
exactly. We have
What-
to.
what
use
are
this.
It's a pathos. It's just like trying to appeal to people's emotions.
Yeah.
Like they see that and they're obviously very upset that 17 children died.
But nothing ever happens.
Except
and
because
also, you gotta think of-
That's
partisan
the point.
politics.
We're
That's the
trying to make things happen. And
Yeah.
Like the progressivists use federal regulation to make
exactly.
change.
That's exactly. They're trying to do that.
Yeah.
But there's Democrats control. Is it? Do they still control the Congress?
It's
pretty
the
much still?
Republicans.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Republicans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's partisan politics. I mean, it's nothing's gonna happen. You have
Until November, when if we
I will
hopefully
even-
vote people in.
no, even then, 'cause I
That
know
can change.
you know Trump would not sign the bill
Oh, that's true. I forgot about
dismembering the
that.
First
That's
Amendment
good
or
stuff.
Second Amendment.
Well, no, the
I never
Senate
said
can override
dismembering
it.
this.
2/3 or whatever.
All right. Well, what do you want? Like, what
Nothing-
regulation would you? What are you talking about?
He's probably not going to instill any gun regulation, but I
But-
mean, it's worth a shot.
You know,
Okay,
the, you know
should there be increased gun regulation?
You know, the other thing I was gonna say
Yes.
before you bring up the whole talk about of like assault rifles is
I didn't say that. I
No,
said,
I-
should there be increased gun regulation?
yep.
Yes or
And
no?
then someone was gonna say, oh, we should regulate assault rifles, not handguns.
No, AR.
Yeah, it's not a black or white situation. You
Hold on.
can't just like ban guns altogether.
Yeah, no,
called
but
an Armalite
no, but
rifle.
before you say
The
that,
AR stands for
not-
Armalite.
You,
Yeah,
you saw
It
it on
doesn't
Twitter.
matter.
No, like yeah, but
that's kind of cool.
yeah, people call you out though if you call it an assault rifle.
It is an
It-
assault
it is, but like
No, I didn't.
people-
No, assault rifle is automatic.
No,
It's
I'm not talking
automatic.
about banning ARs. Like, we're gonna ban ARs, but you can have whatever assault rifle. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about
know
all
what
assault
you're
rifles.
talking about.
yes.
No, but people don't have access to assault rifles. Those are illegal. Assault
Yeah.
rifles are automatic weapons. Those are illegal.
Yeah,
completely.
but they make such things called CARs or civilian assault rifles,
Wait.
which is just a semi-automatic version of an assault rifle. So
And then people make it automatic.
Like,
No, they don't even have to make it
one
automatic.
needs a gun that big to protect themselves from
Wait,
someone.
was the
Like,
one that he had automatic? Or
no, it wasn't.
Wait, automatic guns are illegal?
yes.
Yes.
I did
Those
not
are-
know
those
that.
are fully
Holy
illegal.
shit.
he would have had like okay.
Anyway, yeah, no, fully automatic are.
No, but people can make modifications. like, you know,
a
like
recent informant has told me that Australia has banned assault rifles, automatic weapons, which is assault rifle,
Right.
and hasn't had mass shooting for 3 years.
right. What was it? 1986 was when the like a huge shooting in Australia was, and after that, like months later, they banned assault rifles.
I know,
and they
but-
haven't had a mass shooting since.
No, Sierra says 3 years.
Oh, 3 years. Okay, no, but 3 years ago there was like some.
I don't know
Terrorist
the facts.
thing,
I don't
so
know
it's
the
different.
facts, so I'm not gonna bring that up.
What I was gonna say was, like 90% of shootings, or 90% of deaths, like shooting deaths, come from
Bullets.
no, that's 100% Todd. 90% aren't mass shootings.
That's true.
They're
It's
either like single person murders, or actually like 50% are like suicide,
a lot of accidents too. There's maybe not.
Oh,
a
there are-
big
no, there are a
proportion,
lot.
but
or like
there are a lot of
domestic violence stuff. Only like probably like 5-10% are mass shootings.
I would assume less than that because there's a lot of shooting. There's a lot of murder.
Yeah,
what's
gang
the
violence.
point?
I think there's a
your
bigger
point?
cultural
Yeah, but
issue
gangs
behind
use
this.
Is you can't use
Or ARs.
5% of the deaths to make laws for 95% of the other things.
But we have. There is.
I mean, you can't-
there is.
17 kids.
Yeah, that's like saying like, oh, one life doesn't matter, but the whole group
No,
does.
every human
every
life matters. Every
And if
life
there's
has
something
human
you
All
can
lives matter.
do
That's
to
the
like
issue.
prevent people from dying,
I'm not trying to push that all lives matter. I don't know.
But they do.
No, but
All lives matter.
exactly.
Come on.
We all have inherent human dignity, right? So that's the issue. Is that like it doesn't matter if only 5% of deaths are happening because of mass shootings. There's still the other 95% of people still dying, and that's the issue. People are dying because of guns, or not because of guns. People who are unstable have guns. But even then, like the accidents and the gang violence stuff like that.
Okay,
Well,
this
gang
is what I just thought of. People, you always say, why do you need like assault rifles, right? Or why do you need those kind
really
of
didn't
big,
say that.
whatever big gun? You didn't say that,
No,
but
okay, I'll say that. Yeah.
but you don't need
Yeah.
Why do
any
you
of
need
those
them?
crazy guns. But then, like a counter argument, which we would relate more to us, people would be like, "Oh, why do you need a supercar? Why do you need an Audi R8? Why do you need a Lamb?"
it's not harming
No, no.
society.
Listen.
Yeah, it is though. You
Let-
can
let-
say it
let me
'cause of,
finish,
like,
let me-
environment stuff like. Well,
Okay,
you only need a
but, like,
Prius.
I'm not talking
You
about
only need a
many
Prius.
cars.
Okay, cars aren't made to kill people.
No,
First off.
no, I'm not done.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm
like-
saying this is what
keep
I'm
going,
saying.
keep going.
Those like, and you can kill just as many people with a supercar
Why would you want to do that?
as
You're gonna
a
buy
Honda, as a Honda Civic, right? You can kill the same amount of people, but it's
What,
not.
like, are you talking about running people over?
yes.
Yeah.
No, shooting them with your car.
How else would you kill someone with a car?
Shut up. We let him finish.
Yeah. So you can. So that's one discrepancy. Is those expensive cars are more powerful. I guess you would call them less safe cars. They don't. What are the faces you're looking at?
I just make your point.
And so, I think what it should be, instead of limiting the types of guns we can have, like that'd be like limiting the types of cars we should have. There should be stricter tests. It's way too easy to
Oh,
get
definitely,
a gun.
definitely.
Like
Yeah.
there's-
I wouldn't know. I've never bought a gun before.
but I'll tell you, it's very easy.
how?
People like
have
this-
you bought a gun?
it-
personally?
This guy bought
I've
a
seen
gun.
my dad buy a gun, and like he didn't have to do anything. He just like
You fill out
it's
a
like your
form.
name.
You go to academy, you fill out a form, and they're like, boop, 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 no criminal record, and then you can just buy one.
Yeah, it's
Is that-
it's
is
definitely
that true?
it's
Yeah.
definitely harder to buy a gun than or harder to buy a car than a gun probably.
I would
Definitely,
agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot more.
So
time,
so
yeah.
what it should be is there should be more tests. Just like I feel like if you buy one of those cars, you should have there should be like an extra test that you have to do to make sure that you're fit to buy this kind of car. You know what I mean?
But the argument always is when you make a reasonable argument like that. It was like, oh, well, what about the government? It's just big government regulating guns. That's the issue. So there's a bigger cultural issue of people just not trusting the government, which rightfully so.
Yeah,
we
well,
should.
If you
Yeah.
just say regulate guns, the people will like not even listen to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a bigger cultural issue going on.
Even if the regulation makes sense, or it's
Right.
something they would agree with. 'Cause it's just,
So if the government,
or they just make guns
all
extremely
right, let's say if the
expensive.
government made like a whole database of everyone that ever bought a gun or like that was gonna buy a gun, and to see if like they had a mental illness or not, like so many people would be against that because they don't trust the government.
Invasion of privacy.
Yeah,
or
invasion
something
of
like
privacy. But like there needs to be to like a certain extent to like make people safe.
But they should be allowed to do that if that individual wants to buy the gun. They shouldn't be allowed to go into all that
that. Well,
information.
no,
if
that's what
the
I'm saying.
person
If I
is
buy a
not-
gun,
Okay, yeah.
I'm not like giving up a right.
Yeah, it's-
I'm exercising a right. That's the issue.
Right.
I'm not exchanging these rights out.
And it's like when you're buying a car, they don't have all your information until you you go to a car dealership. It's not until you're like actually want to buy the car that you're like, oh, let me see your credit, let me look at all these kind of things. You don't have to give up all that until you actually want to do that. And then another thing is, the Second Amendment was made a long time ago. When if you had a
Yeah.
gun, you could probably kill like 3 people a minute max. You know what I mean?
Or less, probably.
Exactly.
Quadrilles, triples,
Yeah.
quads.
like collats.
Those
man.
things would barely even go through one person. Yeah.
Okay, that's just a joke.
So
Also,
like
okay,
the law needs to change over time.
No, but the issue is
Yeah.
You-
no,
you-
no,
you
no.
can't- you
The
can't-
argument against that is that we should have everything the government has. Because if the government oversteps its boundaries and starts oppressing us, you know.
How are they like?
I'm not saying they are. I'm saying
But-
if this is the argument. This is not the argument I make. This is the argument people make.
Yeah, devil's
is that
advocate.
if the government starts overstepping its bounds, we need to have the same ability to fight back. Because it is if just look at the U.S. Army, the freaking largest
But
army.
you can't fight that.
Exactly. But
Like, no matter what.
that's
no,
like
no,
giving
no,
us
no,
a
no.
jet airplane. Are we gonna get tanks also?
People
No.
own
No.
tanks. People literally own tanks.
Okay, but
but
we don't
we
own
commission
we don't
tanks.
own an
Yeah, the
M1
public.
Abram that
Right.
fires
If the
shells. and
government
shit.
wanted to turn on us and like completely
well, a bunch of-
if the government wanted to turn on us and completely destroy American civilization, they could in a
No,
second.
a bunch
America
of
isn't
Iraqi
like that,
no, a
right?
bunch of Iraqi terrorists have not necessarily defeated but held back America for over a decade. So I'm pretty sure we could do it.
No.
Are you lobbying for like domestic
Well,
terrorism
revolution,
to take
bro.
over America?
No, what I'm saying is I'm sorry, yeah. But
Checks and balances, bro. President, we there's no way that, like that's like it's an unreasonable like
no, because
assumption that something like that
no,
could
no,
even
no.
happen.
The issue is we give up this right. Oh, like okay, we don't need guns. We trust you. And then they say no.
Well, we're not
let's
saying giving up guns.
Oh, I would never give
Yeah,
up. I don't
yeah,
think
No, you can
like
You can't take it.
Okay, fine. We
And-
regulate. We regulate. We take away a little bit of a right. Like we don't need this gun. We don't need this type of gun. We don't need
AR-15s.
this. Whatever.
and yeah,
Right?
to get these
And it slowly chips away at a time. This is what people are scared of. that
That's- okay.
Slowly, our rights are being chipped away. That's what people are worried about, and that is a big issue. And that's an argument that should not be overlooked.
You know what we should do? We should like, I told you seen this theory a long time ago. We should make our gun everything we want better about America through gun laws. So to have a gun, you need to have a certain SAT score, a certain body fat percentage.
That's just like discrimination, though.
No,
Low-key,
Like, that's
like,
straight up discrimination.
Nobody in the South would have a
If
gun.
you're judging someone by the body fat
no,
percentage,
I'm saying like, then that's how you would make America better. All the fat, dumb people in the South would be in shape and smart. Because they want guns that bad.
Yo, low key, horrible idea, but I like it.
Just putting it out there.
You know.
What about the gun bank?
Oh, the gun bank idea.
Yeah.
What is the
Wait,
gun?
what is
Basically, you can have like a small gun at max in your house, like the smallest, tiniest little gun. Okay, I can't think of an example of a gun, but
like a
like a
pistol.
M9.
it's like a pistol, yeah,
M19.
9mm something like that.
M19.
Yeah, 9mm.
11.
Hey, but what about
starting
is there
gun.
any,
and any
You know.
any and every other gun that you can own pretty much anything else that's legal right now. Like you don't take you don't take any other guns away. You just keep them in a bank, a gun bank.
right?
And-
Like outside of your house?
Yeah. And whenever you want to use the gun for whatever reason, you have to check it out. And there's like a long process you have to do to check it out. You got to say what you're doing, why you want it.
No, because what makes America so great is we have good, strong property rights. If I want to sell my house, I can do it. If I want to sell you my car, I don't have to go through the government to do it.
So then you feel like instead of owning a gun, you're just renting it.
Exactly.
And plus-
no, property rights in
Well-
America are extremely important. That infringes on that. That wouldn't work.
Guns are an exception. There's exceptions.
No,
to
because when you
everything.
make one exception, you start making more. That's the issue. People are
well,
scared.
But we haven't had. It's not like the government has been stripping our rights away for the past.
Look at us. Look, we have the
10 years.
NSA. You talking about that's not stripping our rights away? That is
What the fuck was
right.
Our audience is misbehaving.
No, I would agree that our rights are being chipped away slowly at a time. Maybe not drastically. Maybe not
What-
like what.
I'm just thinking completely the same topic, completely different perspective. But what
Maybe
is
the rights of foreigners.
what is the
Exactly, and that's not correct. I'm sorry.
what is the intent of a gun? To protect yourself.
Well, the original
suppose.
intent was to kill.
Who?
The intent of a gun
The
is
enemy.
pretty much to
Yeah.
kill.
No.
Don't
The intent of owning a gun. Like
Okay, for Americans buying a gun,
the
yes, to
intent-
protect yourself.
The intent of a civilian
And your
owning a
family.
weapon.
And some people shoot
So
them for fun.
what is
Just sport.
Shooting for
I think
fun.
shooting for
I'm making
shooting
it
for
good.
fun should be gun banks
Regulated.
because you can't shoot for fun in your backyard. What can you?
Oh no! What?
No, not
Well,
my,
if it's
not
like- if
our
it's
backyard.
If
Are
you're
you
out of the
imagine
city,
someone shooting in your neighbor's like, wouldn't you?
Bro,
Are
little
you
pump.
dumb? Actually, I know a couple of people that
What?
yeah. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say names because we're on podcast.
Remember Jose?
Spell out.
Oh,
I'll spell it out to you.
I
No,
was just allocating my bullets to the fences.
the current apparatus of the fence has holes in it. Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
The intent of a gun.
bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
intent
yeah.
of a gun.
So, yeah. So what is the maximum gun you need to protect yourself?
A pistol.
Or a shotgun.
what?
Why do you get
No,
shitting
no,
me?
no, no,
If
shotgun.
you walk into a school with a shoddy, bro.
You wouldn't. You're not gonna walk into. That's why you have no guns.
No, are you kidding me? The shotgun is the best weapon for self.
No, I'm with
for
Todd.
defense,
Well, yeah.
for home defense, for home invasions.
Yeah, but you can get like
But
you can like.
listen. When you have
one
a shotgun,
pump could like
I don't want to
5 people.
exactly no. But the thing is,
So okay, so
no,
5
listen,
people
listen,
invade your
listen,
house,
listen,
and I guess you're gonna get them.
listen with a
That's
gun.
not how it works. If 5 people invade your house,
We're talking about
you're
home defense, not shooting up schools. you
Okay,
see?
but that's still like.
No,
What
no,
if-
no.
You're saying
No,
shotguns
anyways.
should be legal.
I'm saying
and people
yes,
should be able to
Yes,
keep 'em.
shotguns should be fully legal.
Look. I
Exactly.
want to protect my house, not do a bunch of drywall work and kill my dog with a shotgun because it's the
No.
spray is so big. You're
Yeah.
gonna shoot everything.
Shot, like
You
Tell
there's
your dog to
different
move
pellets you
then.
can
unless
use.
you get a
that-
slug.
No, it's not gonna be
No, you
slug.
wouldn't
It's gonna
use
be
slug.
spread.
You use like a
Spread shot.
No, you wouldn't use birdshot.
Oh,
You
like
probably use
what
like
is
a
the gun you're
buckshot.
the KSG?
No,
Yeah.
do not use a buckshot.
Bro, you probably
You're gonna miss. If you're scared.
Alright,
It's
what about-
dark.
Might as well just use a gun,
There's a
like a
guy.
normal
You
gun.
don't know what he has. Say,
He's like,
I'm gonna shoot you if you don't leave, and then you just shoot him, and boom.
What are the chances of like someone coming into your house?
We live in a
and
very
actually-
nice neighborhood. We live in a good
not
area.
everyone.
That's
I would
the
like to
issue.
know like the official statistic for that nationwide.
of home invasions.
Can one of our audience members look that up?
So here, look it up. Home invasions.
Anyone.
You want to start getting your stuff together? We're gonna head out really soon.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
Fans
we-
trying to
we-
impede.
That was our sponsor.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
we sponsored by Science Olympiad. We're doing the podcast
Oh, okay.
Wait,
talking about guns.
Home invasion statistics.
I'm carrying, so.
By the way, guys,
Pretty
we're at a
bomb.
Science Olympiad meet right now. We didn't do very well, to be honest.
Well, we don't know that.
An estimated
We don't have the-
3.7 million burglaries occurred each year on average from 2003 to 2007
In America,
in America.
that's a lot. Holy shit.
Armored burglary?
No, it just says
Burglaries.
Just says burglary.
How about arm? I'm assuming if you're burgling.
Hey,
If
yeah,
someone's
you know,
in my house, I'm gonna shoot.
A
them.
household
I don't
member
care if he
was
has a gun.
present in
That's
roughly
completely legal.
1
Yeah,
million of those burglaries and became victims of violent crimes in 266,560 of those burglaries
Okay, so that's a
per
lot.
year.
266,000.
Yeah.
Imagine that. That is a lot of people at risk. Thank you, Miss Audience Member.
What's the U.S. population?
350.
360
17
million.
million? It's probably 17 million.
No, it's like
370.
350.
Oh,
I think it's 363.
I was
Probably-
saying 317.
No, it's more. Maybe like 20.
What is
Tab
it?
knows
It's
that.
323 million.
323 million.
All right.
That's
All right,
fucking
so
terrible.
how many are?
Don't even look at percent.
How many
Think
are
about
victims?
this
How many
shit
are
managing to
victims?
fly.
How many
Can't
are
do math.
victims?
All lives matter, bro.
Bro, no. The issue is
You can't
that
just do math on that.
Yeah, you can.
No, bro.
no.
Each
There's
life
no
counts.
math on a life.
Doesn't
You
matter.
cannot put a value on a single life. That's
Okay,
the
well, I
issue.
mean, look.
That's the issue is that we walk the line between guns should not be because they facilitate like murder, right? They facilitate killing, make it easier,
Enable it, yeah.
enable
The
it.
enabler is
Versus like,
A knife.
it's a
What do you mean?
right we have. That's the issue is that you can't talk like gun politics is it's more confusing than just statistics. It's
Yeah,
not statistics.
just by talking about it, it's become very confusing to me. I thought it was just straight up.
Oh.
We need to ban ARs.
I thought of the
AR-15s.
other thing about cars. You know how like since
Okay.
since then there haven't been
Any car
like
accident.
since the Second Amendment, have there been any real like significant changes to gun regulating?
Yes.
Really? Like what?
You can't. I mean, like, what do you mean? Well, but no, there wasn't any assault rifles back in.
Well, yeah.
You
no,
used to be able to duel
no, I'm
people.
saying like when cars came out, there was no such thing as like a speed limit. You know what I mean? But then as
That's
cars got
true.
faster and faster, they
That's
put a
true.
speed limit.
We have that. We can't own automatic weapons, things like that. That is a speed limit. We have bullet capacity.
No, but that's been like that.
we have bullet capacities. Like you can have 7 bullets in a gun max.
Civilians have never
Wait,
been able
really?
to own.
In like California stuff like that, you can.
Civilians have never been
7
able to
max.
own assault
state.
rifles.
Exactly. That's the speed limit, right?
Yeah, but we could have used to been able to speed
We would
as
never
much as we
speed.
want.
We would never.
But like
speed.
as much as the cars
Speed,
would let us
yeah.
go.
The top speed
was like
of
30
a
or something?
Jaguar XKR was like 120 something.
right. Anyways, keep going about your Jaguars.
Yeah, that car came out like 1950. Top speed of that was like 120 something. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, my horrible truck can do like 140. So
No, it cannot do 140.
yes, it can. It says it says on the
so
odometer. I don't know if it can.
110.
My car says 200. It's not gonna go 200 miles an hour.
Because you have a locker on it. My car is not sophisticated enough to have a locker.
He took the governor off.
No, even with a locker off, it only goes 170.
Really?
Yeah.
Why they? Why?
Yeah. Hey, guest, come on,
Yes.
Michael
Another
Raji.
guest,
Our,
Michael Raji.
our long-awaited guest. Come on, bring up a seat for him somewhere.
Come on,
Audience member.
Randoms move aside.
Thanks to our loyal
Oh, you
workers.
came in the heat of a debate.
Hey, I need to take it.
We're talking
what
about
is
the
this
Rockets
debate?
and how James Harden is the MVP.
What do you think about gun
Undisputed.
control?
Undisputed. And MVP. Gun control,
Yeah.
don't get me started on gun control. I
Why?
want to
No,
hear
we're
your
getting
thoughts
you
first.
started.
Oh,
We've
to
been
sum up,
talking
We don't
about
need
it the past 15
AR-15s.
minutes.
Guns of that sorts. Guns are fine. Just ban all.
And
to
shotguns.
sum up our conversation so far, we're pretty much all on the same page. We've taken
No.
No, I
No,
wouldn't
no,
say
we're not on the same
Definitely not on the same
not on
page.
the same page, but we're all on the
different-
same side, but different parts of the side. Like
No, Grant's not.
No, I'm not on
We're-
either side. I don't know. Like, I honestly,
But
I
do you
could
think
go
we should?
either way.
Do you think there should be increased regulation?
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. We're all on the increased regulation.
but
Well,
to
who
like,
doesn't want? I think we should lessen the regulation.
Some people think that
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who thinks that?
people who want to shoot
But
ARs in their
Republicans think that
backyard.
Yeah.
teachers should like arm themselves.
They say that, but
Okay,
how many,
that's so
how
dumb.
many
Yeah.
times
My-
a year do you hear teachers like averting school shootings with guns? Or like someone
'Cause that's
averting
never
like a
happened
shooting
before.
with their
they
gun?
can't have-
Bro,
no,
Mr.
but how
Mr.
many times
Fondo's
like,
not gonna
I wish-
protect us.
Bro,
My mom's a teacher. Dude.
that's
She
my
would never.
stapler.
Bro, Mr. Fondo would shoot his kid.
Staple gun.
Only we get that.
Okay.
It reads all your time rights. And he
He
goes,
just-
goes ape
Wait, we can't talk about a fucking teacher on the podcast.
Mr. Fondo is the
20 time.
I'm sure he won't.
He's not gonna listen to it.
Maybe he does. He's laughing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My name is
If you're
not.
Mr. Fondo listening, we want to know if
What do you think about gun control, Mr. Fondo? If you're
Respond down below. in the
how
comments.
good are you with a Glock?
How often do you go target shooting?
listening. Fondo. He's
Alright,
Okay, okay,
y'all-
I believe.
no. What do you believe?
Okay,
Yeah, what do
the
you believe?
Second Amendment was made back in like
A
1700s.
completely different context.
we-
Yeah.
And like, it was made like according to those standards. And back then, the guns weren't nearly as powerful as they are now.
Right.
So they didn't expect us to have like automatic rifles with MMS. You can see through walls. You can shoot 500
Bro,
bullets per
that would be
second.
the craziest
Like-
thing.
And the other argument is that like
They meant to protect against
no,
it, like.
oh, free speech wasn't written
Knock
when
him.
we had the internet. That's the issue. Like, oh, free speech wasn't when we had the internet. Internet
That's different.
The internet facilitates free speech. They're like, oh, it wasn't written back then. Oh, so we should have that same right. That's the issue.
Yeah, but you're not
No,
killing
the-
people
the-
on the internet.
Yeah, you don't kill like.
Or
no, but you
What's
can.
the
You can
difference?
no, but
This
you
is
got
a
think
whole
about
You can kill them with words.
No, think
Oh
of,
my
kill him
God.
with kindness. No, but think about like the no. Think about what you can do with speech. Think about Hitler rose power through speech.
Damn.
Stuff like that.
good example.
They also had guns, and that's how he like killed some people.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
The Gestapo.
the Gestapo. Like, imagine if they didn't have guns. They had gun control.
Imagine
just
if
have
no
hate
one had
speech.
guns ever. We probably live in a much different world.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have
Exactly.
great
There'd be a lot
games
more
like Call
stabbings.
of Duty.
That's different, bro.
Like,
They-
Wait.
we'd be missing out on a whole like another
Yeah.
Whole
aspect
genre of video
Counter
games.
Strike is just such a fun game.
Like,
Counter Strike is not a fun game.
Like,
I never
Counter-Strike
played that in my
It
life.
has.
bad.
It's the biggest multiplayer game ever,
don't
except
like
for maybe
Counter-Strike.
League of Legends.
League of Legends is the biggest multiplayer game.
I'm just saying.
Jose plays League.
I don't play video games.
If you missed
anymore.
our like exam, this is my analogy to
was the
guns.
dumbest
I was
analogy.
comparing it to cars. How like when cars came out, there was no regulations. You could go whatever speed
Yeah,
limit you want.
there was no
And then-
seatbelts in cars.
Yes, no seatbelts, no airbags, no
Yeah.
no traction
And
control.
there are seatbelts, like the metaphorical seatbelt on guns.
What is it? Tell me.
now this is not in every state, but in certain states, I already said
Well, it's not
yeah,
in
it
every
can
state.
happen.
If it's not in every state, then,
Yeah,
then
that-
it doesn't apply. Like,
You
But
can
we have
have an
speed limits
automatic
in-
weapon. That's a seatbelt right
Okay,
there. Or
okay.
that's the speed limit.
okay, you know what bump stock is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone,
you heard
someone
Vegas?
did a shooting. Yeah.
That was in
Basically-
Vegas. That was
basically
Vegas.
automatic.
Yeah.
Then that's a good point of regulation. Make those illegal.
I'm
That
pretty sure
is
there
a-
are already like
They're
Like,
illegal.
like there's
They
no way
already
to there's no
illegal.
way to loophole around the speed limit.
But there's
Yeah.
a way to loophole.
You can get
around.
radar detectors, but I mean,
Yeah, but you're like
Radar
you get caught, you
detector.
get
But that's-
caught.
On your gun?
Are those legal?
No.
radar. No, and
they're
the,
legal.
the only
They're
state
legal.
they're not legal in is Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't live in Virginia. So. They have like the
Isn't
worst.
that like the headquarters of the FBI?
They have like the worst
Yeah.
laws for driving. Like if you get
Yeah.
if you're speeding, it's like so much money.
Don't go to Virginia.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, kids. It's not even about gun control. It's about don't living in Virginia. Don't
Yeah.
live in Virginia.
Don't living in Virginia.
Who lives in Delaware? That's the real question. Like Delaware,
Montana,
Rhode Island,
Wyoming,
Montana.
North Dakota. Like, who lives there?
Those are the people who want to shoot in their backyard.
Yeah. Those are the people that are like, we need our Second Amendment rights.
But
No,
like at
no,
the
no, I
same
feel
time,
like-
that's
Not Delaware.
that's yeah, not Delaware, but Montana, Wyoming. Like those
Definitely.
kind of people.
They
I think
almost need
they
guns.
the police for them it takes like 30 minutes for the
Yeah,
police to get to their
exactly.
house.
They need weapons.
So if they
right?
get attacked,
Yeah, they're the
What
only
is-
self-defense. Yeah.
And even our own state, like West Texas, not here, but like they also need guns like that too.
Yeah, but they don't need ARs. For what reason
Well,
do you
what's
need
it-
AR?
no, yeah, I'm saying
A handgun can just do just as much as a AR.
No,
for,
but
like
if I have
self-defense.
a handgun and a thief-
tell me some like the thief comes up behind you. Are you just gonna pull out AR out of your pocket and just shoot them?
You're like,
no, you can't fit.
No,
AR.
bro. No, Texas. Something's
We have open carry. Yeah, we have open carry.
This
Yeah,
is-
not for an
there's-
AR, for pistol, for handguns.
No, no,
open
there's
carry.
a
No,
picture
you
of
can
someone.
open
There's a
carry.
picture.
stripes.
Yeah, literally. It was
Yeah. I'll
the
take
guy
these
who
one way,
was
right?
AR.
Hey,
Let's
go. There's another thing with that. Imagine like you like with the AR. I mean, like it's bad, but like I feel like you won't get shot. If I walk around with the AR,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get shot before like they ask questions. I
Michael
feel like
is
gun
black, by
control-
the way.
Yeah. Gun control is also really subjective. Like I don't know,
What do you mean with that?
like the regulation, like the rules are different for different people. I'm not gonna
What do
go
you-
into that. I'm
what
not
do you
gonna go into
mean?
that now, but like
So someone like me, what would? What
I'm
would
sure,
my
like you know how we have
regulations
rights, like we can.
Black
Like,
Lives Matter.
thank you. Finally, someone said it.
All right, pause the
brother.
podcast.
I'm a brother.
All right, resuming the podcast. Michael,
Okay, so I was telling you how like regulation for different people is like different. Like what Todd said, it was like if I got pulled over, if Grant got pulled over with like a licensed handgun in his pocket, if the cop saw him, like I'm pretty sure he'd be like, okay, you have a licensed gun on you, you need to like take that out and like let me see it. But if I had it, his first instinct would be like pull out his gun on me and like like why you have a
No,
gun
you
on
can't
you?
shoot you in the head.
No, like
I
can't
have a
assume
license.
that.
honestly,
gun on
honestly,
you. You have a
I understand what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I just won't put myself in that situation.
Yeah, I understand that. But I feel like the same people that are like toting like we should have like gun rights for everyone, like they don't like look at that aspect. They don't care about that. Like I don't know.
I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
I understand.
That's a good point. But like I agree with that, but like the main thing is like safety overall. Like not about like with the different races, I guess, like saying that they want a gun, like the white people saying, oh, everyone should have guns. It's more just about like crazy people obtaining guns.
yeah.
And I think that
It's not even that because there's murder, accidents, stuff like that. And as we said, 95%.
Are we talking
or
about
so,
Are we talking about mass shootings or murders?
talking about gun violence, and you said 95% were
But-
non-mass shootings.
You said all lives matter.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that
So he's saying he's
pros-
fixing. He's talking just about this small percent. Even though it's just a small percent, you have to address it.
I'm saying is that since there is so much violence that like
Oh, you're saying that's not going to make a significant impact.
right.
But you're
what
also
what I'm saying is that like
the
no, what I'm
past
saying is that
five-
we like we need more gun regulation, right? Because there is more than just that those mass shootings, more than just that 5%. There's a whole 95% like other. But people focus so much on these mass shootings when there's
oh my god,
Grant, you're contradicting
Grant,
yourself a little bit.
what do you mean?
Because
No, I'm saying we need more gun regulation.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of gun deaths
Yes.
and gun violence.
Yes.
And then I said,
Okay,
the
let's talk-
crazy mentally ill people, like we should regulate that, like have like a test
I
or
honestly,
something.
And I'm saying it's not just mentally ill people killing people with guns. it's normal. Like murderers and accidents killing people too. I'm saying the psychological test won't just stop
So
gun violence. It has to
you're-
be more than the psychological.
So
test.
you're not saying no, you're saying and.
Yes, plus more stuff because it's more than just that.
Yeah, but
'Cause-
we're never gonna know who's gonna accidentally kill someone with a gun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Honestly,
we have to start somewhere, and that we
So
start
let's just
with.
ban all guns.
Exactly.
No.
No, you couldn't do that.
I'm
It's too
joking,
complicated.
guys.
See, that wasn't
Yeah.
funny.
I don't
please
even
leave.
believe in that. Like
Yeah.
I was
Do you
joking.
belong? You said do you not believe in full
Like-
banning of guns?
I was joking.
the thing is,
You see, why do you say
if
something
everyone didn't have a gun, like if somehow you could take every gun from, which is obviously impossible, but if somehow you could just take all guns off the earth, I would still say no.
Really? The government's gonna turn.
There's
on
no,
us?
okay, well, there's no way that could happen.
No, the reason is no. I'm saying the reason is it's okay. I'm gonna say a girl for example, because this is might sound a little bit sexist, but this is like 90% of the case. Woman, if a man, let's say the man obviously doesn't have a gun because in this world there's no guns. A man is coming to break into a woman's house, right? 95% of the time, the
I
man's
know
gonna
too.
win that fight. The only way she
right,
can
right,
protect
yeah.
herself is a weapon, like a gun.
Or if he's Ronda Rousey.
Exactly, the 1%
Or
of women.
she's-
It's less than 1%.
But I mean,
but
maybe
he's Ronda
Rousey.
maybe if every single
I mean, Ronda Rousey's
man,
basically
if for some reason there was no woman on the earth, just hypothetical.
Jesus.
And
So
then-
we're saying get rid of all guns and all women, and
He's
then
a
we'll be fine.
sexist. You hear that?
And then it was just all men. Obviously, all men aren't the same strength.
I know what you mean though. is
Yeah,
that-
we get what you're trying to prove. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say men and women. If everyone was the same strength and fighting capability, and it was like survival of the fittest, if you get beat up, that's just your fault, dude. Like you just gotta walk that off. You just gotta walk
Walk
that.
it off,
He got
yeah,
me.
for
He
real.
got me.
Yeah.
He took my TV. That's
We're good, we're good.
I gotta get back in the gym. Like if we all had the same genetic capability, all
No, we
right?
don't.
Genetic capability
That's
in terms
like
of
a-
strength. So I'm saying.
Gattaca
So I'm
stuff,
saying all men.
Gattaca or that other book we read.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot what it was.
Which one?
Catch 22.
Yeah, it's 20.
Nah, it was
my
something-
favorite book.
Well, like that guy had the weights, like the,
Yeah,
the strong guy had the weights
yeah,
because he was like
to weigh him down.
and like the people that are smart had like the buzzing thing in their
Yeah.
ear to like
Oh,
make them
humans?
stupid.
Wait, that was Gattaca, right?
No, Gattaca is like the
Measure,
DNA
measure.
shit.
Stop.
Gattaca
We
was
read
like,
this like recently in English.
you had,
Oh,
you
it was
had
a
bad
book?
genes. So
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
do
Which
this,
book?
This, this.
Gattaca
We
was
read-
like-
Humans.
It was like everyone
I
has
read
to
it,
be
yeah.
equal. So like
And
if you're
I
super
think it
smart,
was-
they're
it was
gonna
like a
make
short
you dumb.
story or
Yeah, it was a
something.
short story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd told us about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
I might have not
he
read
was probably
that
talking
story,
about.
to be
That's where I
honest.
picked it up from.
But yeah. So y'all understand my point, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Great, but
My
do you think
point.
banning all ARs would be too far? And if so, why?
What do you mean too far?
Like with
if it-
overregulation?
I don't think it would help
How?
because like hunting rifles have the same capability as an assault rifle.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Not at
How
all.
A hunting rifle is not semi-automatic. You can't
Yeah,
just.
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, hunting
Basically, an AR just
Bolt
depends on
action.
how quick you can pull the trigger.
There's semi-automatic hunter rifles. I'm pretty sure there are.
I think
All
it'd be classified as an
semi-automatic
AR.
rifle. Yeah, it's an AR at that point. So,
I'm a light-
so how would that not help?
Sounds like
if you
Say
take off
banning
might.
all.
AR.
So you want to say banning all semi-assault rifles,
semi-automatic assault rifle,
semi-automatic assault rifles, or
including bump
rifles.
stocks. Yeah, rifles in general. Yeah,
I think banning bump stocks is common sense.
yeah.
It already is.
No, it's not
Yeah,
banned.
It is
No,
banned.
it's
Not all.
not.
But
It's
no,
not
there
just
is
banned.
regulation on it. I'm like 90% sure.
Okay,
If it
yeah.
was
Well,
fully
a lot of
legal-
stores do not. Actually, all stores don't sell them, but you can go online and buy a bump stock. It's fine.
Like China.
Bump stock is
yeah,
like
yeah,
getting
you
a
can buy
tune.
from China.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, like
Bump
you don't
stock-
even have to go to like the dark web. You can just go on Google and buy one.
No, that's what I'm saying. Bump stock is like getting a tune for your car, and it like takes off the speed limiter, and then you
kill
can go
people
two-
with it.
Yeah, because you can kill more people at 200 miles an hour than 100.
Okay.
No.
If it's all lined up.
Yeah.
The
You will
most.
go farther.
If you think the most amount of people you can kill in a car. If you think.
I don't think about
What the fuck?
If
What
you
is this
think-
hypotheticals? Like it's like no woman, no guns. The most amount of people can kill a car.
I don't,
water it down.
I don't need a gun. I'm psychologically
You're not
messed
killing
up.
the car. You're talking like 3 or 4 times, bro. We gotta get you.
last week
Yeah,
it was
I don't need a
One,
gun.
two,
No, but like it'd be like probably
y'all's car,
It'd probably
7
be like
people.
Times Square and like just running through.
Oh yeah, they've had attacks where like Charlottesville, like they like.
But you're not
ran
going
over-
100 miles an hour on that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
there's
cars aren't as
traffic in
dangerous.
Like, if you want to control
You can't
all
go-
killing those people, you need to be going like 25. Actually, like,
Why are you like trying to like find like the perfect speed to like kill people?
have you ever done this in GTA where you just go like,
Dude, that's not a psychopath.
bro, GTA, it's so satisfying.
We all do that. We all do that. Come
Everyone
on.
runs people over in GTA.
I feel bad.
I like,
There's, like, they're
I like
walking,
going,
you're just
close
like,
to them
oh.
so they
And
die.
bro, when there's just so many of them on the sidewalk, you just
nah.
bro, it's so satisfying.
No, that's the
That
culture
wasn't
though.
satisfying. First, we're talking about gun control. It's like we should kill people in GTA. Like, come on now.
No. There's a but what's
I mean,
it? There's an overall culture that accepts violence like this. There's a culture that accepts GTA violence or Call of Duty gun violence in general.
Don't give me.
No, there is a culture that accepts. That's why we have.
That's
things like
our
the
culture.
Second Amendment. Exactly.
Yeah. We all this
Violence-
also
violence
in
is
movies. Yeah, exactly. We
Like-
grew to love
But not
violence
whenever,
and not really care
whenever
about
it happens to people.
When people make Italian movies, they make it about like the Italian
The
gangsters,
mobsters,
Italian
yeah.
mobsters.
Well, no one's gonna make it about
They'll
Italian-
make
pizza,
it about
bro.
Yeah, no one's
Oh.
gonna make it about. Yeah, exactly.
Making
About what?
pizza and shit.
They said Mario. I mean,
And like in terms like even historical things,
Mario makes
the
pizza.
most interesting things are always like the wars. No one cares about like the eras of like political
culture.
disputes.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
we just all a freaking A push.
Yeah, it's so boring.
Fuck the A-Bush.
Well, if you're out there, bro, you still a real one.
Like, I don't give a shit. Nah.
All right. Y'all wanna like transition to some other lighthearted topic?
I want you to like answer this last one.
Okay,
Back
wrap
to
it
the
up.
AR question.
Or wrap it up.
Why you say it wouldn't help if we banned all ARs and semi-automatic? Like,
No,
why?
I don't
what's
know.
your
'Cause
reasoning?
I think no. I
all
think
right.
banning
What if-
all semi-automatic that would help.
If it's semi-automatic,
No, but I'm saying it's banning that. There's more of an. I think yes, it would definitely help, but there's more of an issue than just that. It's like, oh well, I have a right to own that gun, and it's like, do you have that right? Do you not?
Not
have that
anymore
right?
because we took it away.
Yeah, for
yeah,
real.
we took
No,
away
wait, what?
gun and one.
It's like the
No,
same.
I said no. I
It's like
said
the same thing with like they had alcohol. It's like, oh, this is my right. I have alcohol.
No,
Then
it's
they
like-
like
no,
have the
the
prohibition.
right.
Yeah.
Or
it's
that's
not
good.
your right anymore.
or you
'cause
could
the
say it's
government
like
says so.
net neutrality. Oh, I have a right to have this free internet. Do you? Because we just took that right away.
But nothing's.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's,
you're not-
it's, but
the
they're not,
internet is
they're
not
not-
an
because we're not
Concept.
killing people with
yeah, they're not
free
doing it
internet.
for like a bad reason. They're doing it because like they want to protect you. It's different.
The internet's dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of spooky stuff.
But there's